Welcome to MMA Underground, another fine, fun episode. As you see, we have Jay right over here. And I know you got a killer shirt that we'll go to in a minute, but you got to see the man solo.
Yeah! How y'all doing tonight, gentlemen?
Good, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you for having me.
And again, as you guys see, that shirt that Jay's rocking is the limited edition Zuel shirt. Not limited, it's just Zuel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Buddy, for real. And I'm not just talking shit because it's your shirt. It's a quality shirt. It's light and thin. It's comfortable as fuck. Like, it's great. Like, it's high quality and everything. Comfortable. I was like, damn, this is a nice fucking shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Pick me up one of them.
Oh, heck yeah. Now.
My sponsor, Johnny Houston's Bar and Grill, Navarre, Florida. Also a good shirt, but I'll get on Zuel shirts for sure.
How'd you get that sponsor?
Yeah.
Through the grapevine. He contacted some people in our organization and asked me if he could sponsor me. As long as away, Florida's a ways away, you know. And it worked out well. I talked to the gentleman for a while. He's a great guy, very nice dude. Been talking to him for a while. We both haven't done this before, so new to both of us. But it worked out great. It's working out great. He's a good guy.
When I first saw you wearing that and you were shouting them out, I'm like, damn, Solo got a sponsor from Florida all up in the Pacific Northwest.
So, I was in trouble saying the name of the town, Navarre. I kept on saying that wrong. And I said Florida, Washington once too. There's no Florida, Washington.
Would you be like, when I go down there, do you get a full all you can eat?
Nah, I haven't been there yet. But I have messed up a little bit. So we were talking about how much to pay. I said a couple hundred, it'd be nice. And he's like, okay. And I get it. And then I was like, what? I'm a couple, like a few, How much is a couple there, buddy? How much is a couple?
2.
Okay. Yes. My bad. It's still good. Still good. I appreciate it very much. All the love in the world,
Oh, hell yeah.
Now they're getting some love from them street beef views.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I had a guy actually comment on one of the fights. He said I should work there. I was kind of like, wow, I haven't been there yet, but that was odd, yeah.
I was gonna ask, which one of their fights did they like the most?
They're wanting that Scorpio fight to have the name on it. So the one got it. That's the one I got it.
Yeah.
I won that, like, holy moly, 1.6.
That fight
fast.
That fight was great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I like those. You have some heavy opponents, which is perfect because actually one of the questions throughout the day I was going to ask is, who do you feel is one of your toughest opponents? Because I feel like every opponent you've had has had some sort of different niche to them.
That's a tough one. They're all got different styles, but I have to say the hardest hitter, El Perro. El Perro hit the. Yeah, those right hands. He packs a punch. Those right hands, man. Those right hands aren't kidding. That's a real punch.
Seems like it's a handful of
Fried chicken took one and gave a black eye for like 2 weeks because, dang, he hits hard, man. He hits really hard. Yeah. Here we are. Hard to fight. Yeah.
So I was curious because one of the questions.
Scorpio got me pretty good at Zinger. You see, like this in the fight? I was seeing stars. I will admit it. I was seeing stars with Scorpio. That man he can punch. All of them are great opponents, though. I'm not going to try to take anything away from anybody else, but they're all great opponents. All of them are.
But I say in my weight class, those heavy hitters. Woo!
Jump up to my weight class, buddy. I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. I got to start eating some steak. No. I wouldn't. If I had get knocked out, I'd have a tree trunk. It'd go neck and then head.
Hey, where you at, Jay? Where you located at? Where's your base?
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Nice. That's where Gash is, right?
Yeah, she in Madison, and then the Terrifiers grew up literally about 2 hours from me.
Jeez. That's
In
cool.
Racine, yeah.
Awesome. So then the water there, making y'all fighters?
I don't know. It's the home of Thug Rose, Namajunas, Anthony Pettis. There's some monsters. Ben Askren, but we don't talk about him ever since that vicious knockout. And I don't even care about the one from Jorge. I care about getting beat up by Jake Paul. That's what I care about.
Yeah.
I've been following personally.
Personal, you know?
Liam Harrison. You ever watch that guy, Liam Harrison?
No.
He's impressive, very impressive Muay Thai fighter. He's great, man. And he got injury just a month ago or so on his leg, pretty bad. But that guy's impressive, man. I see him on YouTube quite a bit, and he's put on a good show.
Who was it that said they accepted a fight to Jake Paul or whatever? Was that Anderson Silva or?
And Jake, if there ain't no funny things in the contract, Jake Paul's got a real fight on his hands.
For sure.
To Mook from the West Coast, who beat Anderson Silva's son in a fight.
Yeah.
Damn. And so it's impressive. That's one of my favorite fighters of all time. Can't say all time.
I gotta ask, how'd you find the scrapyard?
How to get in there?
Yeah, like, because you guys are made for each other. So how did you find the scrapyard?
Okay, so I'm at a barbecue with my friends, and one of my friends was Fire Chicken. He's there. He's talking to me about wanting to start up a backyard fight club group. And I'm like, I guess history in that. I'd love to do that. And he's like, yeah, you get history in that, yeah. But I'm like, no, seriously, I'd be into that. And he's like, sure. I'm like, let me show you my kick. And I kick, and I got on my bed. He's like, holy shit. So he decided to let me in there. And I went and sparred him a little bit and had some fun and show him I could hold my own. He got me in there. So friends are friends. Before Scrapyard was there. And the first fight I had was an MMA fight. I took down the ring with my opponent. And we actually broke the ring permanently. It was the last ring fight we had. They ended up putting the cage up after that. And that was a great improvement. I like the cage way better. They did an awesome job on that cage. Oh my golly. That is an awesome cage. Blood, sweat, and tears, my friends. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Man, that rope fight was crazy. I remember when you fell and you get to see the whole rope go, ew.
Yeah. Still going, though. Still going. I didn't tap.
I felt like that.
Came back since. He hasn't come back since either. He
got mad, and then I know his brother Faust fought, and when he fought Gumby and he fought I want to say Isaiah or no J-Lu or somebody like that. But when he fought, both times he really got decked in the face. He tapped out. Like he was sitting there, he's throwing a little bit short, stocky. He's like, oh, I lift a bunch of weights, and then like by the second time he gets pinged in his face, he'd be like, nope, dude, I'm done. And it happened 2 different times, and it's like if he learns to take a punch.
Fast.
It's like Faust or something. F-A-U-S-T.
No, fast, really fast. Tapped out, gone, done.
Yeah. As soon as he got hit in the face a few times, he was just like, I'm done. I don't want to get hit anymore. He did that to his only MMA fight.
Some are meant for it, some aren't, you know. Some are meant for that, but takes their own caliber.
I mean, at least he got in there. I'll give him that. At least he got in there, but
yeah. Get in the ring. You've earned it. Yeah, respect too. Right on.
Oh, okay. Here, I was curious. So you said you did the kick and you impressed us. In some of your videos, one of the most impressive and iconic things that so many people talk about is when you're like, whoop, and you do the split. When did you first ever do the split? I'm curious because I can't. I heard just stretching half the time.
Okay, you want to know? I ended up doing the splits 15 years back. You guys got a history on you. 15 years ago, I am old man. That's what that means. 15 years ago. I was at a gym. I was at a gym in Tacoma where I trained. There's a big MMA big dude. He's a pay-per-view fighter. There's giant 20-foot posters of him up on mirrors on the wall in pay-per-view fights, you know, squaring off with another dude. And then he's a big Samoan, big-ass dude. Okay, giant. Twice the size of me now, and I'm big, you know. He's a giant guy. And saying, and he didn't like me so much. He took a liking to beating me up every Thursday and Friday night. So I come in there, get the crap out of me for 3 years by a pay-per-view fighter, by a giant pay-per-view fighter. And one day I'm stretching where you go down as far as you can, do the splits, okay? And then the person comes behind you, they push gently on your thighs, okay? Push down a little bit, give you a little extra stretch. Well, he says, let me take care of this. Comes over and he goes, tore all my tendons on the right side. All tendons are gone, so I can do splits forever. Permanent damage.
I'm not going to lie. When I saw you do the splits, I'm like, I don't know where, but I'm getting that in his video.
Yeah, I can probably do that shit too. So thanks and no thanks, the big guy.
Right, yeah.
So the reason why I switched over to Ty was because I followed this big guy for 3 years. I was fighting this guy every Thursday and Friday night. Yeah, I love the guy. He was amazing. And he had my respect. But one night he's like, I want that skinny dude, this skinny beanpole guy in the corner, okay? He's doing his own workout, his own regimen. And he's a Thai fighter. And he's like, doing his own thing, okay? Well, he calls that guy out. And the guy's like, his ankles are like this small, and he's like, his legs are this big, tiny, skinny little dude, beanpole, okay? He gets in there. The beanpole jumps up in the air. His feet are this high up off the ground. He hits him one time in the chest. And he lands, turns around, walks out of the ring. And the giant pay-per-view fighter grabs his chest and falls flat forward. And I'm like, bam! Bam! That's how I'm doing right now. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm into. So I got into Thai fighting. Not saying I'm any good at it, but that's what I prefer to do, yes. One hit. By that skinny Thai guy, yeah, he's awesome. I've been to Thailand, and I have fought in the ring. Not fought in the ring. I got in the ring. And guess what I did in the ring?
What's that?
I fell. I fell in front of a bunch of people. Got embarrassed, got out. But I got in the ring at least.
Yeah. So that's why you take Muay Thai matches. Would you ever do a boxing match or no? Just straight Muay Thai?
Thai or kickboxing. Keep it there.
Yeah.
I did that in MMA, but I prefer the kickboxing or Thai. Yeah.
Has your style always been defense is optional?
I eat him. I beat him my fist, my face.
Yeah, I watch you in those fights, and you just put it out there, and you just take it and move forward. And I'm like, yeah, defense is optional. Shit,
Right.
let's go.
I like to entertain. Put on a show. And I can take a few punches. That's for
I'd
sure.
say more than a few.
Let's go.
What's up, OTA?
OTH, baby. OTH, baby. OTH, baby.
Buddy, I don't know how well you can see, but we got the OTH sitting on top of the Zuel.
Yeah, I didn't see that. All right. Look at that OTH.
Yeah.
Nah, since we're talking about OTH, you want to tell us about a little something special that you have with OTH this upcoming up?
Oh shoot. I'm just following. I just heard of his new podcast, Chronicles podcast. Cuzzo. I've been following it, and I watched it last night. Made sure to check that out. Very interesting stuff. Talking about some money in the world and some wrongs and rights and things that are happening. Keep me informed. And it was interesting as heck about Bed Bath & Beyond was the main topic. I was into it. Yeah. Check out Cuzzo's action. Cuzzo's always good. Cuzzo's amazing.
I like
I'm shocked when I see Freezus, but I love to see him. He's a great guy, but I'm shocked to see him. It's not Cuzzo. I'm so used to having Cuzzo's reactions there. I mean, I just sure mine's got to get used to it. That's how it is. But I mean, it's just hard adjustment for me because I'm so used to Cuzzo being the one around that show. But hey, what's up, Cliff? But yeah, definitely, I love Freezus. I love them all. They're OTH, man. OTH, baby. Badass.
Wait, did you just have a magazine feature though?
Yeah, right here. So
yes, let's hear about it.
28.
Come on, it's your time to boast and shout. You're like, yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Yep, they did a page on me. I appreciate that very, very much. H28. Check them out. OTH. And they're in the commentary right now. They're listening. I talked to them.
Hell yeah. Sugar's awesome. We love OTH. They're great to us. They have great podcasts. I've been blessed to be on some of the podcasts with them. It's always fun. Yeah, I just love those guys.
Yeah, they're badass. Lester.
Hey, it's actually a good time for me to do a shameless plug. Starting this month, OTH, Yankee and the Brit coming together. Me and Payne Gusto coming at you with a new show called The Playlist.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Send me some links to that stuff, baby. I want to see that for sure. Linking up with OTH, that's the way to go, brother. Awesome. That's badass. Yeah, fire.
Yeah, I like it because I can put the songs on. I'll put them all real quick, put a little playlist up. I'm like, all right, let me check all these out real quick. I'll go do some stuff. And I'll stop and be like, okay, let me load a bowl real quick. Yeah.
Washington life right there.
Green trees. Smoke them, smoke them, smoke them if you got them. If you ain't got them, then you hit rock bottom.
Smoke them if you got them.
So wait, I heard through the grapevine, we have a artist here, a musician.
I do play.
Tell us something about that.
I've been playing most of my life since I was a little kid. I played drums, I played piano since I was a baby. Yeah, OTH fire. I played piano first in preschool. Piano in preschool. I was forced to do it though, so I didn't appreciate it right, and I didn't enjoy it. And since I was forced to do it, I kind of got out of it real fast. But I was doing like concerts at the library in Bellingham, on big things, and as a singles person, solo person, playing artists and music. And then I moved on to drums, and then I got my tapping and my beat, that great suite. And so then I moved on to guitar and then vocals. And that's where I stay. I love my vocals, man. I'm a singer by heart. I love singing. I can play it all. I love it all. Bass is good too.
Yeah, bass is pretty fun. I like that Latin percussion. We have to jam out sometime, man.
For real. And Ron Anomaly plays too.
That's what he said. He said he plays some guitar, right?
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
I haven't played in over 25 years, but I used to play bass in a punk band. And the greatest thing about playing bass in a punk band is you only need to know 3 chords.
Right? We got a band started here, brothers. Tell me. So we got a band, yeah. The Misfits.
So do you do any live shows? Do you go to bars and do some live stand-up stuff, or you perform with other people?
Most of I got paid. I did when I was 17 years old. I did a show at McMahon Hall, UW campus. Where we did a 30-minute show for $500. I was the headliner. That was a pretty good gig. I had a set to go. I did a ballad bands where there's 16 bands set up for ballad bands to play us against to win the prize. We're the third band to play. Crowd Pleaser. That's my band's name back then. Crowd CP. Okay. And what happened was we played. We were the third band to play. 16 bands playing, and we played. They stopped the ballad bands and said, "Hey, you guys won. We're not 3 other bands. You guys won." So then they stopped the ballad bands, and no one else got heard, and they gave us the win. We got a 3-day festival at the main stage of the Gorge. A record signing deal was talked about, and the CD. That part coming up here is that we went out celebrating. Got in a car accident and paralyzed the guitarist. So I was into that band. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't even catch you with that one. Yeah, we were there. We'd done it. We had made it. But life goes on, right? We keep going, build off what we have, know what we have, and keep going. Hold on strong. So each day is a blessing, and we keep going at the dream.
What's the genre you like?
Survivor youth. Absence of soul, survivor youth. Absence of youth, soul survivor.
What genre do you enjoy playing the most?
So, Jay, what music do you like to hear?
I listen to everything, but I listen to mostly 90s alternative and hip hop. That's what I listen to.
I say back to the answer, I say good music. And good music comes in all forms. I like good music, all forms. I hear country, I hear rap, I hear metal, I hear anything that sounds good, I'm on it. I'm not gonna hold myself back to one style because there's so many different styles and so many different great artists out there with great product and energy. So good music is what I like, and it comes in all forms. Absolutely, everything.
Can't lie, I've never been into country, but yeah, I listen to most everything.
But I'm so open to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not close that door, just in case. There's a couple things I liked. I like what's his name? The country yodeler.
Keith Urban? No,
old school. Old school. He's the like a brother out there always using that song. Kenny Waters or Waters. I'll get it. Sorry guys, I can't remember right now.
Hey, I'm gonna get some hate for this. I'm gonna get some hate for this, but I like Jelly Roll, but I would think he's closer to country than he is any other genre.
He's good. He's good. He's very good. He's good. Right.
But that's about as close to country as I get.
He's got style. So the guy, like, not Johnny, I love Johnny Cash. Yes, sir. That's a great artist. Johnny Cash is awesome. What I was gonna say is the guy's name is.
Hey,
right there.
Solo, you got a great question for you on the screen.
I just did one. StreetBeefs track.
SK the Rider and Solo together.
Toby Keith, right? Solo's about to be on there. He's gonna kill it.
Yeah, bring him home. I'm open to all. Let's do it. You know my name.
For a while,
you know my name. Got it going on till the break of dawn.
Oh man. Now I was gonna say, Jay, do you know what the Gorge is? When he said that he played there?
No.
Did not play there for 3-day festival of the Gorge.
Yeah, it's pretty much a big music stage in a giant canyon, pretty much right next to a river. So then when the sun goes down, the lights just shine across everywhere. You can camp out, and it's like it's just phenomenal. And since it's in the music in the cavern, it just amplifies everything.
Yes, please.
Yes,
yes, please.
Yeah, it's wicked. It's wicked cool. That's quite a prize.
Now, I'm curious, how'd you find the name? What made you think of the name Solo to fight with, too?
I got in there and first thing it says, "What's your name?" I'm like, "What?" I'm Ben Obi-Wan Solo. I don't know. I came out of the corner, so I had a corner, so I guess I'm Solo, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that first day. I guess I'm Solo then. That's came with Solo. I'm all alone.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, because since you've been on World Star, you got in this interview, you gain notoriety all over the internet too. How do you kind of deal with some of the haters? I'm sure that come along with that, whether it's on your YouTube page or people trying to send messages.
You gotta hate because the anus, right? Kind of deal. I look past them. I see a lot of rude comments, and I see a lot of hate and bad energy out there, and I try to look past it, not let it hold me back or bring me down, because I ain't about it. Nobody's raining on my parade.
Right.
My life's a party, and I'm a guest of honor. Live it, everything. Know it, live it. Mine. That's mine.
I mean, if I had a shot glass, I'd cheers you right now.
There's some guys. I'm actually a sober person. I don't drink.
Congrats.
I don't smoke weed. That's just funny because all the people in the comments say that I'm all messed up and shit on my fights, and I don't smoke or drink. Haven't in like 5 years.
Damn! Congrats.
Yeah. It's okay. It's what it is, It's what it is. But I just want to say, because the fact is, I'll say, he's drunk. I'm like, I don't drink. You're wrong, sir.
Sorry, man. You like, I'll make you a bet right now. $100,000. I'll go take a pee test. And then all of a sudden you're clean, bam, collect it. I'm not gonna work no more. I'm just gonna chill out. I kick my feet up.
I did a pee test today. I'm working on getting my kids back in my life, so I had to do that shit. Stuff's just going down from working on my best, be my best, and keep it going right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did accuse me of being drunk, Wolf. We talked about that, Scorpio. How you doing, brother?
Yeah. I was gonna ask, what do your kids think about your fight?
I had to put hand sanitizer in the bathroom on my hands, so I'm asking my alcohol there, but I don't think so. I think he wasn't liking my punches. The punches weren't friendly to him. Yeah, he was bitter. He was a bitter gentleman. I'm not trying to come down on anybody, but I'm saying, Dan, you want to be my friend? Facebook? No, man. I'm cool. It's around here. And you mentioned World Star. Thank you for exposure, World Star. but I'm not Homer Simpson. No.
Yeah.
Tension's good tension, right? I love it.
Right, attention's attention.
I love it. Yeah, I look past the hater comments and I just go on to the good ones and give them praise and validation. But the haters, their views are appreciated, so keep hating.
Yeah, no kidding.
It doesn't matter what fighter it is. Go look on the greatest fighters in the world. Look at Floyd Mayweather's page. It's hate and love. Go look at Conor. Go look at Nate Diaz. Like, it's everywhere. Not even. And then why would Street Beefs be any different, right? Like, haters are going to show up. And sometimes I think a lot of those hate comments are just more of, look at me in the comments. I need some validation and attention.
You're right, AJ. One thing I give to Street Beefs, really, we gotta give it to them for this, is they handle the negativity a lot of times really well. They're really well done as they work with their people, keep the positive vibes going, family-oriented place. I mean, it's excellent. Street Beefs is a really good establishment all around. They Scorpio. They keep it going smooth and great, and I'm loving the Street Beefs. Street Beefs for life, baby! Yeah!
Yeah. I like that kickstand tattoo. He's got the scrapyard tattoo on the back of his leg.
That was wicked. That's a great job doing that too.
I saw people in the comments go, or some people on Facebook go, "That's crazy," whatever. I'm like, bro, I don't even fight Street Beefs. Like, there was a thing in the West Coast. Would you get a Street Beefs tattoo if it was free because somebody was throwing one? I'm like, I'll get a West Coast. I'll get a Scrapyard. Like, we can do a Game of Thrones type fucking, like, sensual shit on my leg if we need to. That shit would be badass.
Yeah, let me set my name in the corner there. Little solo action in the corner there on your toe. I'm getting into the other branches. Honestly, I gotta be honest with you guys. Up until about 2 months ago, I hadn't watched the other branches as much as I've been watching Street Beefs. I focused mainly on Street Beefs and kept it with Street Beefs, but I watch other branches now a lot more. I had watched, just not as much as I am now. And I'm pretty impressed. I like Scarface's action and the Hail Bay and everything's going on there is excellent. And everything about it, I really got in depth into everything. I'm really searching through it all and loving it and enjoying myself. Getting to know what's going on back street to the whole Street Beefs is, to settle disputes, beef fights.
Yeah,
and that's really beautiful. That really is. Solve some drama in the world, Jesus.
Oh, Howlin' Wolf, give me some of those blues. Oh, wee.
Really?
Okay, I can see the heart in the fight. All right.
That's the show.
Dang. See, I like me some blue Howlin' Wolf.
No way. I ain't fighting the man.
Cody Chronic was a good fighter. I want to see him back too. He was a good one.
Who's that?
To go off Chronic.
What?
I was just saying, go off what Solo was saying, watching the other branches. I watch them all. And the Dirty South is probably the easiest to keep up with because they have the least amount of events. But there's so many, and it's none of the fighters' faults, but there's so many in the OG yard. It's hard to follow and connect, where the Scrapyard and the West Coast personalities come out so much more, and you connect with the Scrapyard and the West Coast, and they have podcasts, so you get to know them at Heart in the Fight. Shout out to, 619, Wero, everybody over there doing some stuff, Daniel. It's just like they're easier to connect with because, and especially in the groups, there's more communication. It feels like there's more, fun back and forth.
Yeah.
I love them all, but I'm partial to the West Coast and Scrapyard because of the personalities.
I am too. Yeah. To be honest with you. Definitely. Scrapyard's a good thing going on there. And the cage is just supreme, man. I guess the cage is one of the best, if not the best, out there I've seen so far. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely like the cage and the Scrapyard. It's
yes.
It's something about getting that nice little rug burn too after you've been on the turf. You go to take a shower, you get a burn. It's like
Well, I'm gonna leave that sit there for a second to see if that kicks up any smoke.
Heavyweight 12 to anyone versus heavyweight. Oh snap! Ooh.
I feel there's a couple guys that would nasty native that would think differently about, but yeah.
There's one heavyweight I will say from the West Coast that made it on my fighters to watch. One heavyweight from the West Coast.
All right, guys, we got a lot of questions, but let's take a quick break to hear a word from our boys over at Overtime Hustling.
Sounds great.
Overtime Hustling.
What's good? It's your homie, Freezes Christ. Y'all know the deal. Make sure y'all head on over to overtimehustling.com where you can catch all the latest merch, all the newest mags, all the media, everything, know what I mean? And you can also find me on Winging It with the homies Keith G, King Dale, and Payne Gusto. And you can catch me on Turf Tales with the homie SK, as well as Backbox, you know what I mean? And if you got nothing to do on Sundays, even if you do got something to do, make sure you tap in the Overtime Reactions hosted by the homie Cuzzo. And I cannot forget the homie Jay over there at the Yankee and the Brit channel. So make sure y'all go over there and check them out. And hey, check me out, your boy Freezes, on that Real Talk with Jay. It was a hell of an interview, yo. Gotta do it again. I keep saying it because I mean it. We gotta do it again. I had a great motherfucking time. But anyway, you know who it is. Freezes H, OTH, Yankee and the Brit, Winging It, Turf Tales, Overtime Reactions, Chronicles Podcast. You know the drill, Cush's Corner. It's a motherfucking movement. So move with it or move out the motherfucking way. Simple and plain.
Overtime hustling, we hustling overtime.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for that comment. I'm glad you guys like that. Yeah, the Scrapyard's fun as hell.
So let's talk about Scorpio versus Shinigami.
Oh yeah, I gotta see that one.
Oh my. They're gonna
What
be
do you think of that ranking?
Hotbox, yeah, like the OG smoke. Those fights from the Smoke Branch look dope. I want to fight over there too because I only got to fight in the Sandbox one time. Yeah,
I feel like the Smoke Branch is just gonna
Beach to the store. He's a nice gentleman. He's here visiting. Beach is awesome. He's a nice guy. Really nice guy.
they were actually faster than Tyson 3 too. Yeah,
Talking about it.
that was a fun man. I'll keep. There's a lot of questions. I'm like, dang, all right, heck yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
With all the fighters, Solo, do you have a couple favorite fighters from the Scrapyard or anyone that you, or I should say, that you find entertaining?
That's not fair.
Okay.
not like who you like better than each other, but who do you hear their name and go, oh shit, we gotta go
Showtime.
watch.
Sky Showtime's got a thing. It's his entertainment level. Sky Showtime can put on a show. Terrifier. Man, he's terrifying. Terrifier can put down a person. He's freaking intense. Jay Godham, of course. I don't even gotta say much more than that. That's beautiful. He's got an art to him. Man is solid. He's freaking all around solid. Brickhouse. Yes, sir.
And that comeback story where he lost the belt and came back and took it back. What?
And then Scorpio, of course. All my opponents I've fought.
Did you learn fighting style from bar fighting?
No, I don't drink, brother. I had a pair of you fighter beat the crap out of me to learn my lesson. Still working on it.
Hell yeah.
But that chapter's not still getting beat up.
So I was gonna say, what if I asked earlier, I don't know if you heard, but what do your kids think about your fights? Do they like it? They get nervous?
Hesitant at first, but like, cool, Dad. Cool. But now they're fully on board and they're loving it. Yeah. They're into it. I show them the clips and the fights and they like it a lot. They're proud of Dad. Living his best life, right?
Right. You put on the best parts and you're like, wait, you're like, hey, watch this part. You're looking at them like, see the reaction. Yeah.
But I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's like my daughter for the longest time. I'd be showing her my fights, and all of a sudden she'd walk around in public like, no, warrior. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome, baby. That's wicked.
Now, I was curious because we talked about a little bit about your music and some of the places that you put on shows, but you have a YouTube channel too, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Ben Shelley, solo, and it's my YouTube handle. go ahead and check that out, man. Ben Shelley, Shelley. Related to Mary Shelley, Frankenstein author. It's my great descendant, or I don't know, worse, backwards. Yeah, I put on a good show and encourage everyone to come join me. Ben Shelley on YouTube. Check me out.
Oh, yeah. And so when you play, it's going to be more acoustic, more electric, a little bit of everything?
Depends on what setup I'm working with, mood I'm in. You know what I mean? If I'm in a good, yeah, what's up, my brother? Cuzzo. Yeah.
Don't miss the Chronicles podcast and go check out Cuzzo's news. It was fire, and Cuzzo will let you know what's going on with people jumping out windows from Bed Bath & Beyond.
Interesting stuff about that one. I thought that was really interesting. I loved it. Yes, sir. I do. I haven't in a while. Thank you, Cuzzo. You're fired, man. I love you, brother. So,
Oh, bad. Yeah. Now, if you were able to, would you ever go fight in another yard, or are you kind of just like staying local and
Sure, baby. Scrapper for life. I'm a scrapyard fighter. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
I'm the coolest scrapyard. Scrapper's my place, my fam. I can act best. I love them all. They're wonderful people.
It's a whole one. I'm telling you, I look forward every single month when I'm like, I get to go scrapyard. I'm like, yeah. Sometimes I can't sleep at night. I'm so excited. I'm getting everything ready. I'm gonna check out my bag. I got to double check it, triple check it. I got this. I got that. I got my snacks.
Yeah.
And I still
I was gonna fight this month. I go in the bathroom. Went to the bathroom with my gear to get my gear on. Come on, surprise fried chicken. Forgot my cup. Couldn't do that. So I was like, shit. Had to bow out. I wanted to last month, but I'm doing this month. I'll be fighting. I'm signed up for this month.
Nah, see, I want to start doing like a Viking Warrior where I'm just ready to go, because I love that Viking Warrior shows up and someone will be like, "Oh, I'll fight you." He's like, "Okay." He runs and gets this shit from the car. I think that's what I'm gonna stay on. Now that I got the belt, now that I'm on that champ shit, I gotta be ready to go 24/7. So if I show up and someone's just sitting there talking shit, I'm like, "Okay, let's hop in the cage." What? I'm like, yeah, let me get my stuff. Hold on.
Let's do this.
Especially because there's a couple people I really want to fight. I'm like, ooh! And I know that if I'm the belt holder, they're gonna have to come to try to fight me now. So I want to keep defending it so I can continue and check off my list from all the people I want to get in the cage with. Then I'll be like, hey, I'm cool off it. I'll just relax for a while.
Since you're on some champ shit, watch that little box below you. You're on some champ shit.
Ooh. I can't wait for my fight to drop, too. I'm waiting patiently. I'm like, ooh.
I can't wait for your fight to drop either. But, you know, they all got that editing takes forever, and we get it, and these guys do what they need to do. But as fans, we're like, give us these fights already.
But you got to know, Jay, you got to know that the longer it takes, the better the editing is. He puts a masterpiece together when he's done.
Oh, yeah.
So I waited out, man. I appreciate his work. He does a great job, and he puts out a masterpiece. So I'm like, longer wait, the better, because I know it's gonna be good.
I can't wait to watch that 619 Viking Warrior fight. Ooh,
I was okay with it until I started building relationships with fighters from different branches, and we talk and whatever. And now I know them a little bit, so I'm like, I need to know. Like,
I figure I'll make friends with everyone else that's like outside of MMA, so I can be cool with the boxers. I'll be cool with the kickboxers and the Muay Thai fighters. That way, when I see the MMA fighters, I'll be like, all right, we got to fight before we become friends.
I don't want to fight, but I know.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
It's like nowhere else is appropriate to say, but I'd rather be with people I don't know. I want to be with some strangers. Like, what? That's not appropriate. Scrapyard it is.
Well, you know what's great is the scrapyard, the West Coast, whatever. You'll get in there and beat each other up, but you'll also help each other out. And with that said,
the battle's over, we're friends.
Right. And with that said, Wero needs some help from us.
Hey, it's Wero. As some of you may know, we are hosting an event here in Arizona in December. So the goal of this event is to have as many cross-branch matches as possible, the biggest name StreetBeefs has to offer. So we reached out to members of these branches, and there's a lot of interest in attending. However, much of that interest is going to be stifled because of travel expenses. Heart in the Fight is offered to step up and help fundraise. We're going to be taking donations, all of which will go towards providing as much help as possible to your favorite fighters from the OG Yard, StreetBeefs Dirty South, StreetBeefs Scrapyard, and StreetBeefs West Coast. We will also be selling t-shirts and other merchandise from Heart in the Fight, such as Weddle and the Mexican, Locked In, exclusive StreetBeefs anniversary shirts, and of course the rare Heart in the Fight shirts. Again, all proceeds, every dollar, go back to the fighters to make sure that we provide the best matchups possible. If you're interested in pre-ordering anything, please DM myself or Daniel.
There's love.
Yeah, well, anybody who's out there buying merchandise and shit, you're going to buy clothes anyway. You're going to overpay for designer name brands when the people you know have clothing brands that are as high quality as the shit you're paying top dollar for. And now, instead of paying $80 for a shirt or $50 for a shirt, get a hold of these companies. Go to Zuel. Go to Overtime Hustle, Deadly Designers, everybody else out there. Help your friends out. There's a weird thing where your customer will become your friend before your friend becomes your customer.
So exactly.
Oh, what we got? Yeah.
That is dope.
That.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Hey, Don. Hey, this one too.
I think Terrifier is still bad when he'll ever come back. Well, I know that Terrifier went to Hawaii because I believe he was still active duty. And yeah, so he was living and then he got transferred over to Hawaii. And, you know, tickets to and from Hawaii are expensive. So, well, that's dope too.
Laminated cards.
Look, yeah, you might have to get
Solo really got the merch going. Look at him.
Blood, sweat, and tears, brother. Blood, sweat, and tears. Captured in my eye.
He was like, bloop, and then he got a little bloop, and then he was like, bloop. He shook it all together.
What it is, my brother. That's what it is. Damn.
We're gonna see like a little tiny, like 2-foot Solo walking around. These people like, yeah, I bought a Test 2 kit online, Amazon. But you know, what can't you get on there these days?
So you don't know who you're fighting next yet, Solo?
No, I don't, sir. I was looking for Magoo, but Magoo's not operational right now. Zero chair cuff tear. He's not operating right now. He's talking about October, but we'll see what's going on.
Hey.
No, I'm fighting blind right now, but I don't care with that. I'd rather fight a stranger than someone I know. To tell you the truth, like I said before, if I fight somebody I don't know. Person, I mean, I like everybody I know. So if I like the person, I ain't gonna put on as good a show. You know, I just hard time punching them.
People who want the views, step up and fight Solo because you will definitely get the views.
Amen.
I guess it's time, Solo. I gotta take one for the team.
Oh, Solo and Buddy V for the 155 title.
Dang. I like it. You know, we push each other. Do you have any favorite like pro fighters or anyone that you really enjoy watching?
Liam Harrison and Anderson Silva against so a lot. Yeah, he's beautiful. So I mean, look on here. Dang.
Yeah, exactly. The financial troubles will always be a huge issue because people forget that this all comes out of our own pockets. We actually fight because we love to fight. We enjoy fighting and all for our different personal reasons. But yes, we still have lives outside of this. We're not getting paid to fight. We're working twice as hard as some of these fighters that do amateur fights that get money. We're working twice as hard because we have to work our own jobs while working, while paying just to be able to do what it is we want.
Yeah. Word brother B, and I've had the fractured humerus, I've had the fractured ribs. I dealt with many problems right now. I have my hands fucked up. For some reason I don't start my language there, sorry. But yeah, I deal with injuries quite often. So I mean it's something I enjoy doing though. So can't keep me down.
Right? I mean, what? We've had someone with a busted head go to the hospital. I broke my bone. I was the first one to break a bone at the scrapyard.
I remember that fight.
So I want a rematch with Doughboy, if I'm being honest. I want, because we fought for the belt. So I think he should try to come take the belt from me because he gave it up.
Right.
Because I think he's not going to take that fight. I thought I was winning. In all respect. In all respect.
I want that Doughboy Buddy V rematch. And I also, and I said it before on here, I love all the Street Beef branches so much because it's not about the money. It's about pure love of the sport. And don't get me wrong, if you're good enough, go get paid. Like, get your money. But as a fan, I'll watch every UFC. I watch Bellator. I watch One. I don't care. But there's something about the scrapyard because, like I said, like Buddy was saying, and it's the love of the sport. Like, you're just in there to compete.
Family.
Oh, shit. Bam. No. So I was okay. This is the one I know a lot of people ask me, and I had a couple people tell me, like my uncle wanted me to ask you. Did you learn the no look punch, or did you kind of like figure it out on your own, or how did that come? Because that's like everyone.
So, it's something I came into by accident, but I liked the response and what I got out of it, so I kept it. Not from recent. I mean, back with the pay-per-view fighter I was fighting back when I was young. That's where it came from. Because the fact that he hit me right in the face so many times, that's why I first looked away. I was looking away. You get hit in the back of the head much times and you're messed up, okay? But after a while, I learned to just glance at him peripheral and just get him one time before he got me. And that worked out great, so I kept it going. And now it's still working, so keep going. What works and don't fix what's broke. Not broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah.
I love the no look. I'm not working a street fight. If I were still there too, you got to pull it off right.
Shit, did you fight a lot growing up or not really?
Actually, I kind of do self-sabotage. I got mental issues, but not bad. I'm just a sad person a lot of times. So I went to new school. I look for the biggest, meanest bully in the school, and I challenged that person to mainly go out of myself, but really I ended up defending the school. But yeah, I'd find the biggest dude and the meanest guy in the school and get myself beat up, but usually I win. So it didn't work that way.
Big Daddy William El Coyote. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one, too, to watch. Another one. Big Daddy Williams has always been one of my favorite fighters from the get-go. Bro, even when they did, like, what Tiny Tank was talking about, that first event they put on in the back of Killer B's house. When I watched him box in that one, I was just like, oh, my goodness, I really enjoy watching him. So to see him still with West Coast and still being fighting the transition, shit, even when I went and saw him with the sandbox, I saw him fighting, he was like getting left, right, and he comes back and BAM! Just like that's what I like to see. That's that warrior.
Respect.
Exactly. Yeah. That was cool. I actually think that day I got to see 2 beef fights too. I think that's the day I saw the Moose versus Blanco beef fight, and then I think it was Darkness versus Kilo beef fight too. So I was like, okay.
Last 4 street fights I've been in, last 4, with more than 5 people each, and I won them all.
So I have to ask, I watched a fight of, well, I watched all your fights, but one of the fights I'm watching, and I've seen it in more than one fight, but this one more than others. I forget the guy's name. I apologize. The guy in the singlet.
Mr.
Mr. Fitness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there were times where I could tell he looked at you like, what the fuck do I got to do to get this to be like, because you were just like, the way you fight is so unorthodox. I think people start to get frustrated and start to like not know what to do. And you can start to see it in his face. Like he was just like, I'm not even sure how to fight this guy.
Well, the problem I had with Mr. Fitness is I knew him before I got in there. And that was kind of an issue for me. Like I said, I like to beat people I don't know. I have a better time beating people I don't know. Better person I care about them and I don't want to hurt them bad. I mean, I'm not saying his win. His win is to win. You got it. I'm just saying that, yeah.
Do you ever notice that your style confuses your opponent, though?
Yeah. It's not going to be drunk or something like that, usually. But, yeah, sometimes it's just kind of like, what I do? I saw that in my last fight, to tell you the truth. That's the best one for that scene. That is Seafood Panda. I saw that it's like, he's like not sure what to do with me. I saw that.
Was
He's
that
good
the one where he got kicked in the neck?
He got kicked in the face twice. He
Okay.
in the ring with me, and my mouthpiece came out, and I started yelling at him. Ah! And he's like,
So you're going back. Wow. Man, Solo, yeah. I'm like I said, I'm glad I'm in my weight class because the heavier weights always got some killers up there. So
yeah, for sure. I'm
And
working on this.
Solo can kick you in the head, bro. Think about that. Solo can kick you in the fucking head.
Yeah, but easy too. It's like when you have a toy and the leg's broken, it flips up all easy. That's how easy he makes it look kicking. He's like, bloop, just throws it up there.
That's why I'm not fighting Scorpio either. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, these guys.
Scorpio's intense. He's got never ending battery, man. That guy's great. The power he packs a punch, and it's just as hard as the first punch is the last punch of the bout. That last punch of the bout is just as strong as the first one. My dog. Yeah, dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna ask before, when you do have fights, do you try to train a lot harder, like the months you do fight, or are you kind of just like a natural fighter? You just kind of maintain.
Today and I'll run today, and I've been trying to eat right. Yes, Scorpio.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Scorpio. How like he does. You might not want to, but maybe go back and listen to how he got to do the splits. You might be hurting afterwards.
Permanently.
Yeah, my face was cringing, I'm sure, during that whole explanation. I was like,
right. Oh no.
Like 4 months, 3 or 4 months, I couldn't walk right because it was so messed up. I bet it got me. But yeah, it's permanent. I can do splits forever.
Oh yeah, no thank you.
It's not rubber bandy though. It's solid. It's got muscle behind it, so it's okay. Healed.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've trained and stuff. Do you have any fight goals, or you kind of just fight for fun?
For fun, entertainment, yeah. For fun. My goal is to keep going. Actually, you know what? I want my name on the wall, and I ain't gonna stop when I get there. Some do it for the blood and tears, some do it for sweat, some do it for the belt, some do it for the crowd, some do it for their own evil wants of hurting people. Some people do it for all kinds of reasons. Well, I just want the belt, or not the belt. I just want the wall. I want my name on the wall.
I want my name too. Is that 7, 9?
I'm not leaving.
How many wins?
I will. I get that. I'm not walking away. So no one got to worry about that shit. Ain't gonna stop me at all. What's that, Jay?
How many wins do you have to get on the wall?
It keeps jumping more and more. No, it's gone up. Every time a person gets put on the wall, it goes up 2 more fights on top, I think, I believe is how it goes. So right now I have 4 and 4, and I'd have to get 7 more wins to get on the wall.
Damn, I can't lose that.
Fighter of the year.
I got a couple more fights I gotta get. Damn, I probably got like 6 more fights if that's the case. If it's 2 more after, shit.
It is. It's got more, but there's always fighter of the year. That's when we get on the wall.
That means I gotta have a fight every single month from now on. 2 a month, like that.
And win.
Other fighters.
And win them all.
Because I think Lights Out is probably going to be one of the next ones up on there. Because I know that every event damn near he has 2 fights.
He's on there.
Huh? Oh, it is. Well, then never mind. Shit.
So it's Crazy Legs too.
Yeah, Crazy Legs got his fight. Yeah, and dude, his fight, his recent one. You guys both saw that, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah, sorry, you were there. Man, oh my good, Crazy Legs' power is a next level to do that.
So
you heard what Crazy Legs said afterwards, right?
What? No.
When he was like, and you all said I don't have any knockouts. There you go, or something like that. Yeah, yeah.
So Crazy Legs came. He was my first fighter to come to my house. Crazy Legs came to my house back in the day, back when I first got into StreetBeefs. Him and his girlfriend, and they're awesome people, and I like them very much. I love them very much. Their family, and they're in my house, sitting down on the couch, and I'm talking about a certain kick I know, and I'm talking about like, I better show you. So I stand up, and I go to do a spinning kick, okay, and 3 knives fly out of my freaking pant leg and whiz past their faces into the wall, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry guys, they're sitting there." They're like, trying to kill us.
Wait, you know there's a question that needs to be asked.
My leg. I forgot the knives on my leg. Inches of their face. None stuck, but one almost did.
Time out. We're missing the biggest question in this whole thing. And why did you have 3 knives in your pant leg?
Yeah.
I'm a throwing knife guy.
Okay.
I like throwing knives a lot. Like a whole lot. Like a whole lot.
Okay.
Like a whole lot. Yeah. I'm not throwing knives. I'm good at it. The most I've ever gotten in a row was 23 back-to-back in the wall, consecutive in the wall. 23 in a row.
Damn.
On target.
I just felt like the elephant in the room was, why did you have 3 knives? So I had to ask.
I just pictured like someone trying to mug him down the street, and he like kicks the guy from 10 feet away, and the knives go, ew. And he's like, oh, what the hell? He's like, yeah, just
don't get him throwing stars. It's over.
This is my throwing. Threw one here for every day, but the weight is good weight on it. That's good.
He said guns down, gloves up, but knives just in case.
I'm not too into guns, to tell you the truth. I just like good knives. Guns, it takes accuracy, it takes some skill to be able to do that. But this is what it comes down to for me, okay? The fact that this right here can end your life is like, yeah, like samurais back in the day, you know, the honor of this, you know, baton in the stomach. But I was like, this can end it. All that life in you had. I'd rather throw a knife across the freaking room in someone's neck and have them bleed out. You know, that's honor and respect to that life. You know what I mean? You can throw a knife across their neck and make them die because they came to your house, kill your kids, your family, someone you love. Yeah, if you can take them out with a knife to the neck, that's, even though they're a bad person, it's still the honor of life, because life is a beautiful thing. If they're a bad person, they still have a life in them, bad or not, their life.
Have you watched Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I've seen it. I should watch.
I told my wife, that's what going what you said. I said, give me 5 guys and some 50 cals, and I'll sit on the red throne.
Yeah.
50 cals.
My brother Jeff, he's in the gun still a lot, and a lot of my friends love him, and they're good at him, and I'm good. I'm okay. I just prefer knives, personal thing. But Jeff, my big brother, he's really good. He's a good hunter. So my dad, Ken, he's an excellent hunter. They bring him the good meat.
I have a vision of Solo in a deer stand with a knife. Waiting for the deer to come by. He's deer hunting with a knife.
Gotcha. Zing.
Dang, I know if some Red Dawn stuff goes down, I want to be on Solo side. Yeah.
Yeah, family. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, real quick, how did you guys feel about if I said the Buddy V's Fighters of the Week real quick?
Please do.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
This week I only picked 3. We have one fun West Coast feature and then 2 scrapyards. The West Coast was Rhino. Oh my goodness. I've been a fan of him since he fought the other gentleman. I don't know why I'm spacing on his name, not Goliath, but it was the big boy match. And I just remember they went at it and I was intrigued. And in this fight, he came out and showed off. He ended his opponent. It was just, I was impressed, and I've been a fan, and I'm just completely sold. So I think Rhino, I want to see him fight more continuously. I mean, just seeing when bigger gentlemen are out there putting on hands like that, it's just, I really love seeing it, especially because people have the factor like, oh, if someone's bigger, they can't fight. This and that. No, he's going to come out, he's going to beat your ass, and he's going to walk away. There's 2 for the scrapyard. I have a tie. One was VIP. I got to interview him. I was supposed to release some interviews the other day, but I had some family over, so sorry about that. But he talked about how he was in the joint, and he's heard about StreetBeefs Scrapyard. He got out, he wanted to go fight, and he went against some guy who I guess had some professional training, or like trained at a high level, and ended up damn near knocking the dude out. So I thought that was very impressive, and he said he wants to come back, he wants to fight. And, you know, we've had, in all the branches, you've had people that come from the prison, and sometimes some of them do amazing, and some of them have that mentality of, I'm going to duke it out. But if you got someone who's training and their body can take these punches, they know how to block them. 30 seconds in, you're tired, and all of a sudden, you know they're going to lose. Whoop-de-doo. And the second one is Dexis. Now, I picked this man because I am thoroughly impressed with the level of growth. I did fight him in MMA, and he found out that boxing was a lot more of his niche. And I was just impressed the way he came through, and his opponents have gotten tougher. And even his most recent opponent, I was nervous at first. I'm like, this is going to be a tough one. He might not come through. And he proved me wrong entirely. I felt guilty for even thinking the opposite. The growth that this man is, even when I trained with him, sparred with him, he's just continuously, he's found a place where he can take leaps, not small steps. And I think that as he continues to fight, he's really going to tone his skill up, and he might end up coming to fight for a belt one day. So those are my 3 choices.
Great choices. And before we get out of here, Solo, again, thank you so much for being here. Shout out your social media and all that stuff.
So Ben Shelley on YouTube and Facebook, Ben Shelley. I'm also on, I want to just real quick, I made a mutual sponsorship with a few gentlemen. Buddy V's one of them. Viking Warrior, check out his fights. Check out also Turtle, check out Turtle's fights. And newest addition is Lights Out. Check out Lights Out. Yes, sir. Thank you, gentlemen. Ben Shelley on Facebook and YouTube. Check me out, brothers.
You got your Facebook group too, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So I can't remember the name of the dang thing. Solo.
I'm going to tell everybody right now.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. It's
No
new.
worries.
It's a new group I got
Solo
going on.
Here I Stand on Facebook. That's the name
There
of
we
the group. Go check it out because he's going to post some great shit in there too. You're going to have a blast following Solo, so make sure you do it. And then, Buddy V, before we get out of here, let them know what you got going on.
All right. So, Zwell-world.com. Jay's got a t-shirt. You heard his review on it. You get the limited Yankee and the Brit t-shirts because I make them. If you want any other special merch, you can go check it out. I got a couple featured fighters on there. And, you can always hit me up for any custom work, custom merch. I help it all. My website's constantly being updated, getting new stuff, getting new features. If you're around town, you'll be able to see me. Make sure you follow Zwell_Buddy V. Because, oh, look at, yeah, you like that bandana? That's on there too. I think it's like $8.
Everybody needs fucking hand towels, bro. Everybody needs hand towels, right? Get your custom hand towels. Get your custom Zwell hand towels. Buddy V got you. Buddy V's fucking got you. Look at that. Beamer, Scrapyard. If you need Beamer, you know who that is? That's Monica. You get a hold of Monica at Beamer. She'll hook you up.
Look at that. Bam.
Scrapyard.
See, we all support each other. That's the best part. We all help each other out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got go get the newest OTH magazine. What was
Let's
that?
go, Cuzzo.
Yeah.
So stay tuned because remember on my Instagram next week I'm doing a raffle. I'm doing a giveaway more towards the end of this week. So make sure you follow.
And Solo, we got to have you back on sometime, man. This was a blast. I could have went 3 hours.
Loving it.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. One world, one love. Deuces.